Welcome to Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke, and we're coming live at you from the Studio Hair Salon in Thornhill, Ontario. The studio is Janette's I'm Every Woman TV's official hair, makeup, and aesthetic sponsor at 531 Atkinson Avenue at Bathurst. Now, we have a special treat for you women in business owners out there. We have Marg Hachey in the house. Marg is the founder of Duocom Canada, a technology company, and she took it from $2.5 million to over $52 million in 8 years. So we have a lot to learn from Marg. Marg has been very accomplished. She's featured Chatelaine's top 100 Profit 100 women many times over, as well as lots of other places. She'll tell us more about that in a minute. And now, Marg has a great career as the managing director for Eastern Canada and Ontario, GroYourBiz, which is an advisory peer-to-peer group for women looking for support, business advice, mentorship, and so much more. Welcome, Marg.
Thank you, Janette. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you. So, Marg, this incredible journey you've been on and this business that you took from 2.5 to over $50 million in 8 years. How did you do it? There must have been some bumps along the road.
Oh, definitely. Lots of bumps along the road. You know, the first 12 years in business, I probably worked 60 to 90 hours a week. And it took me 12 years to grow it to $2.5 million. But once I built my own peer-to-peer advisory board, and I learned how to be more strategic and more analytical, in the next 8 years is when I took it up to $52 million.
You attribute much of your success to having an advisory board peer-to-peer. And you were one of the founding members of Women's Presidents Club. You could have retired, but you chose to get involved with GroYourBiz. So please tell us how that happened, and please tell us a little bit about GroYourBiz and how it differs from other women's networking or business groups.
Okay. So when I decided I was going to retire, and I mentioned that to my peer-to-peer advisory board, they said, oh, you can't do that. You know, you've always mentored, you've always trained, you've always helped other women, so you need to be doing that. So I thought, well, I could probably do that, and I started doing business coaching. And when I started networking to find potential clients, I met a lot of entrepreneurs, not exclusively, but mainly women who needed help in their businesses. And I got the idea of starting what I called a feeder group to help women build peer-to-peer advisory boards for women that weren't yet multi-million-dollar businesses, but had aspirations to grow it. So when I announced that at one of my meetings, one of my members said to me, Marg, Barb Mowat is doing something like that in British Columbia. I've known Barb for approximately 20 years, so I picked up the phone, called her, and after a lengthy discussion, we decided to work together. So Barb is based in Vancouver, and I'm here in Ontario. So Barb started GroYourBiz in 2010, and she had 6 boards in British Columbia. I started in Toronto in 2013, and now, just 2.5 short years later, we have 25 boards in North America.
So for those watching, boards are like a chapter.
Yes.
And congratulations on your growth. Let's talk, what makes GroYourBiz different from other women's networking groups?
Okay. GroYourBiz is a little different from most networking groups because we're not actually a networking group. Even though we do network, we're like having your own board of directors. So it's peer-to-peer advisory. So the women around the table typically come from very different businesses. In fact, we don't allow competing businesses on the same board because we want them to feel very comfortable talking about their business plans without worrying about their competitors being in the room. Everyone signs a confidentiality agreement, so it's really a safe haven to talk about your business and other things. You know, at one time we used to have a professional life and a personal life. Now we just have a life. People often say, well, isn't there a work-life balance? Well, I don't think there ever was. I think it's a work-life blend now.
Now, some of the things, though, the key things about having a peer-to-peer advisory board that, you know, are really women are out there. We're kicking it. We're trying to grow our businesses, but we're struggling. And some of the areas that we're struggling in are finance, marketing, accounting, and various other things. How can having a peer-to-peer advisory board really address these problems and help women put more money in their pocket or enhance their bottom line?
Okay. Well, we're very fortunate at Grow Your Biz. We have some fabulous sponsors. The first one is BMO, Bank of Montreal. They not only provide us with boardrooms, but they also put a banker on every one of our boards. You know, I always say girl's best friend in business is her banker, her accountant, her lawyer, and her hairdresser, and not necessarily in that order. It depends on the day, right? So on every board, we try to have a banker. We definitely have a banker, an accountant provided by KPMG. We have a lawyer, and we haven't figured out how to get all the hairdressers on board yet, but we will soon. And also someone in technology provided by TELUS, who's also a sponsor. So this brings a lot of expertise, because women typically start businesses because they're very good in specific areas, but may not really understand finance, may not even know how to understand how to market themselves effectively. And so we help them do all of that.
And I want to add, you do it without judgment. So if you come into a Grow Your Biz board chapter, there's no judgment. If you have, no experience or you have specific questions, you can actually train people. I think you have a story that you'd like to share about how you took a woman and prepared her to present herself to the bank,
That's right.
BMO, Bank of Montreal, and actually she got some money for that. So can you elaborate on that a little bit, please?
Absolutely. We're very fortunate that BMO in November of last year set aside $2 billion with a B dollars of credit for women business owners in Canada.
Well, that's amazing.
It is. It's wonderful. So some of our members, in order to grow their business, they need to have financing. And the beauty of having a banker around each board table, they are actually take training on how to prepare to meet your banker. So when they go to request finance, they're prepared. They know what they need to take. They know their numbers. They're very well trained in how to go and get money to grow their businesses.
And there's lots of other advantages too, besides the actual, crossing the knowledge barriers. There's camaraderie, there's collaboration, and just the place to go where you can air the issues that you're having, as you said, in a safe place, and get the opinions of other business women who are practically facing the same things you are, or maybe did at some point, and really get their advice, which I think makes it very unique. You say, it's much more than a networking group. In fact, it's not a networking group.
We bond. It's amazing the bond I see building on the boards. I lost a lot of sleep in my early years in business over finance, people, and getting enough sales, getting enough business. And so when I see the entrepreneurs coming in, and ones that have been with us a year now on a board, and they're coming in saying, well, I've grown my business 248% this year. That for me on a personal level is very rewarding, because I'm making a difference for these women. I'm able to help them. Plus their peers around the table are really helping them as well.
And let's point out also that you are a business strategist. And in addition to running the board, people can actually work with you one-to-one and get real strategic planning for the business. There's something else about Grow Your Biz that I would like to mention, and that is this sort of matchmaking strategic alliance component that you have going on with Women's Presence Organization and other organizations. Talk a little bit about that, please.
Right. We're very fortunate. We have two key strategic allies, and that's WBE, Women Business Enterprises, that's sponsored by the Status of Women in Canada. And WBE helps large corporates with their diversity supply spend. So basically what they do is take women entrepreneurs and introduce them. They actually matchmake them to large corporates and really facilitate those meetings to help you go into a large corporate and present what you can offer them. The other alliance is with United Success.
Right,
United Success is a network of women business owners in 45 countries around the world, and it enables them to connect virtually, of course, but we're hoping to bring them all together in September at our conference as well.
Right, we're going to mention that in one second, but before we do, you've written a book. It's called The Joy of Six.
We're in the process of writing the book. It's not finished yet.
Okay, well, so just give me one of the 6 that is like an absolute must-have for success if you're a woman in business.
Okay, well, I learned...
Why you think this is the main one, too? I
The
want to hear
main one, ooh, that's a toughie.
Yeah.
Probably the main one, because business is all about profits, is having a profitable financial plan in your business. But that's just one of 6. There are definitely 6 elements to running a successful business.
Right, the financial plan, though, is really key. So I want to also mention that in addition to the monthly advisory board meeting, Grow Your Biz offers some social interaction through fireside chats with some amazing and successful women. You also have an open house coming up on May 5th in the Markham board for people who want to come out and check it out. You have a conference coming in the fall out in Vancouver. So tell us a little bit about this and how we can find out more about Grow Your Biz and how to get registered for these events.
Okay, be happy to. We do social events. Last year we had a 2-day retreat at a beautiful resort just an hour outside of Toronto, where we come together for a couple of days, and it's a lot of learning, but it's also fun and relaxing. And sometimes we're so busy working on our businesses we don't see the forest for the trees, and when you step back for a couple of days, it gives you a very different perspective when you go back to work. We've done fireside chats, as you mentioned, bringing in very successful women, that it enables the Grow Your Biz members to ask them questions regarding anything they want to know. And the one thing about the women are very collaborative, and I found the women entrepreneurs on the fireside chat were very open. They allowed themselves to be vulnerable, and they really shared their experiences with the other business owners. We do have a holiday function every year where we bring all the boards, because there are 5 boards in Toronto alone, 1 in Hamilton, 1 in Barrie, 1 in Ottawa, as well as in the East Coast. So it's an opportunity for us to get to meet women on the other boards, and that's when we do our networking. But the highlight for all of the Grow Your Biz members this year is we're planning our first international conference in Vancouver in September, end of September, beginning of October. We expect 500 women to attend this conference. We're doing it in conjunction with WBE Canada, with United Success, and with the Professional Women's Network in British Columbia. So it's going to be very, very exciting.
Tell us how we can get registered. First of all, the website for Grow Your Biz,
Yes.
please
Okay.
tell us that, and your phone number, and how we can get registered, especially for May 5th. I mean, it's an open house in Markham,
right.
Ontario. Perfect opportunity to come and check what Grow Your Biz is all about, and
right.
see if there's a board that you know is in your neighborhood or that you'd like to join. So please tell us about that.
Okay. We are having an open house at the board in Markham next Tuesday evening from 5:30 to 7:30, right on Highway 7. It's near between Kennedy and Warden, so it's very easy to get to. And it's an opportunity for women who have maybe heard about Grow Your Biz, or maybe they haven't, and they just like to find out a little bit more about the organization. We'll be serving refreshments. There's no cost for you to attend. It's really an information evening, and you'll have a chance to meet some of the members and hear what they have to say about Grow Your Biz.
Right.
And you can reach us at the website. It's GroYourBiz.com, and that's grow without a W. So GroYourBiz.com. Or you can reach us by telephone at 416-505-9788.
And I want to, in closing, mention one other thing, that we have an amazing giveaway today.
We do.
We do. So I want to tell you ladies about this great giveaway, because only 2 lucky ladies are going to get this. It is a discounted membership rate for 2 women living either in Ontario or Eastern Canada to claim. The membership discount is valued at retail value of $240 each one. So it's a pretty good savings,
yes.
20% off. And if you want to get that, you have to go to my page to claim it. So you're gonna have to visit www.Janette, Janette, Burke, BURKE.com. Right on the homepage, it says enter to win amazing giveaways. This will be listed there. You need to enter your name, your phone number, and your email information. And 2 women will win this prize, 2 separate women. But again, you have to be in either Ontario or Eastern Canada to claim this prize. So it's a great thing, and I'm sure it would really benefit you to win and help grow your business. And we should also note in closing that, you know, Grow Your Biz is the place to be if you are a serious entrepreneur,
That's right.
really looking to grow and take your business to the next level.
Correct.
And I think we're all looking to do that. So I want to thank you so much for being with us here today, Marg. Marg is a very accomplished woman we can all learn from. And I want to thank you for being with us as well. Please like, share, and follow us on all the social media platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, you name it, Pinterest, we're there using the hashtag Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. And we'll see you next time. And until then, continue to be fabulous.